All right, it is Friday, which means we're going to take a look at two different subjects for our free draw. And the first thing that I got a request for was to draw a puppy, so I'm going to do my best to draw a puppy today. I'll start making light marks to give myself a guide. So, round shape for the head. Maybe I need to decide where the eyes are going to go. And kind of a more rectangle shape for the nose. Okay. This puppy is gonna have floppy ears, so that's kind of like triangle on either side. And the body is like another circle with some skinny rectangles coming out for its hands or its legs. So we've used a couple simple shapes: circles, triangles, and squares. And I didn't press down hard with my pencil because now I'm going to go in and I'm going to make those shapes look a little bit more realistic. I can use little lines like this, short lines, to kind of show the puppy's hair. When you're doing an animal that has fur, you don't have to draw the lines everywhere. If you just draw them in a couple places, it will look still very realistic and it won't take you as long. So you can kind of take a shortcut by just picking some places you're going to draw those lines. Maybe around the eyes, since that's an important part. You can make those little lines. I did forget to put the tail in, so I'm going to do that now. Alright, this is the puppy's body, and to me it seems like the hair on the body is a little bit longer. So instead of making short lines, I'm going to make some longer lines, but not too long. And on his legs, the fur gets shorter again, so I would go back to short lines for that part. So whenever you're drawing an animal with fur, you're trying to pay attention to the length of the fur. Does it stay the same or does it change? But the good thing is everybody knows how to draw a line, so everybody knows how to make fur, because that's all you need to do that kind of animal. It's a bunch of little lines. And actually, I'm going to go put some more fur up by his face. Maybe a little bit more on the ears too. Seems like my puppy got a little chubby, so maybe this puppy needs to get some exercise. But he still looks pretty cute. So his little paws. Put some fur on this leg too. Maybe smooth out my outline. I'm just about done with this puppy. Finishing touches. Alright, there's a little puppy, and we're going to start our second free draw. And for our next free draw, someone asked if I could draw a dolphin, so another animal request. So I'm going to try my best on this paper to draw a dolphin. So I think I'm going to start with a curvy line. It kind of looks like a frown. So like if you can draw a frowny face, you can draw this first part. And then I'm going to draw round on this end and pointy on this end. And the round end is going to be where I make the dolphin's head, and the pointy end is going to be where I put its tail. So on this round end, this one I'm not looking at a picture. I'm going to try and draw this dolphin just using my imagination. So I hope I don't get something wrong. So here I'm putting on the dolphin's head. See its nose. Let's draw a line for its mouth. And a dot for its eye. And then they have a big fin at the top, right? So this is basically a triangle, except instead of making a really sharp point, I'll make it kind of round. Okay, so this is the fin on top. I'm going to turn my paper so that I can make this line nice and smooth. because a dolphin's not really bumpy, it's smooth. So if I don't make this line really nice and smooth, it's not gonna look right. Alright, at the tail, it's like a triangle too, except it has two corners showing, and again, both those corners are gonna be round, not pointy. So I'm making my triangle, right? But I'm gonna make the corners round. So that's its tail. Now we're coming back on its belly, and I think the dolphin has a flipper right here, so another triangle. And I think it has one of those on each side, so we want to draw two of those, like two hands, two flippers. So, same thing. We make this triangle, but give it a roundness at the corner. Make a nice smooth line for its belly. And then one last flipper. And let's see if I can find an eraser just to clean it up a little bit. So now I can take my eraser and erase those little scribbly lines. So dolphin's actually pretty easy because dolphin's really made out of some simple shapes. So if you thought a dolphin's kind of hard to do, think about it as just this swooshy curved line and then a couple of triangles, and it really won't seem that hard. Okay, so dolphin, if you know your simple shapes, dolphin actually will be a really easy one for you to do. So that was Free Draw Friday. We got two animals, a puppy and a dolphin. I don't know what next week's going to be. You guys can make your suggestions as usual, and I will read through them and pick a couple.